Good morning, everyone. It's Dustin with East Tennessee Mentorship Association, making a quick video with your mental health tip of the week. This week I'm at my parents' house making this video because they're having a recliner replaced with a new one, and they're donating the old one to the office. So I'm waiting on the new one to be delivered and picking up the old one to take to work after I leave here. But your mental health tip of the week this week is, gotta keep waiting on the furniture delivery truck. But the mental health tip of the week this week is to stop asking permission to do what makes you feel fulfilled and happy. And my illustration of that uses my own story, as I often do. If I had explained my business plan to any competent mentor and said, so I want to open a mental health business, but I don't have a license to practice mental health as a therapist, and also I have less than 10 clients, and also I might throw in a martial arts dojo. And also I have no cushion, like I will be making this work real time without an established savings dedicated to the business. Most competent mentors, myself included, would say, please be cautious, young person. This seems like you're taking a lot of risk. But the way I was able to do it successfully is through discernment, which is the foundation of my faith, it's the foundation of my worldview, and it really is the foundation of how I do everything throughout my daily life. I just find my way through discernment. And there are kind of sub-tips to this week's mental health tip of the week, and those are, first, to use your discernment to understand why and how and what. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? And why are you going to do it? After that, after you have done that, or at least this is how it worked for me, I got really good at those before I understood the importance of timing. And once you get good at discerning the what and the how and the why, then you get to start to learn the when. And I waited for months and months and months. I've always known that mental health was my mission. I've never known exactly how I'd execute it. I've also always known that I'm a writer and a communicator. And so I basically bode my time, and I used that time wisely working for different professionals and leaders. And I think there's I put a lot of stock in the idea that you become who you surround yourself with. I surrounded myself with academics, entrepreneurs, mental health workers, and people who are passionate about causes. It's a pretty good take on who I am right now. Academic, mental health worker, entrepreneur who cares about a cause. And so, I guess basically, to summarize, know your inner voice to the extent that you can know what you want to do, why you want to do it, and then develop the expertise necessary to know how you're going to do it. And then lastly, bide your time, wait until you know the moment is right, you feel the moment is right, and then don't ask anyone's permission. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. I call it the voice of truth. There's a lot of little details in here that I could probably do a whole video on each one of these details, but there's this voice in my head that I refer to as my God. You can refer to it however you want. And when that voice tells me something, it has 100% of the time over the course of my lifetime been true. And so when it said go, I had no reservations, because through my discernment, which I think is also part of that voice, I've been validated so many times that I just knew it was my time to take up this cause and run with it. And like I said, if I had asked anyone who cared about me what they thought about it, they would say, well, don't you have debt that you're working to pay off? Don't you still need a salary? Don't you da-da-da-da-da-da? And those all would have been valid points. But in my world, those points don't matter because the voice said go. So basically, trust your gut. Don't ask permission to live your best life. As far as we know for a fact, we only get one of them. So your time on this earth is precious and it's finite. Just send it. Death and grief and things like that, losing someone that you love, all those are real consequences, but everything else is not as consequential as this world would have you believe. So just send it. That's the mental health tip of the week. Stop asking permission. Thanks. We'll see y'all next week.